Ovis Management educates farmers and dog owners about the importance of reducing the spread of sheep measles to sheep and goats. Sheep measles is not a food safety issue, but can cause blemishes in the meat. New Zealand is at the premium end of the lamb market, and we aim to deliver a premium consumer experience.
Sheep measles is spread by the dog being the primary host. The dog has the tapeworm producing parasite inside it, and every time the dog defecates, it's releasing eggs onto the pasture. One tapeworm will produce up to 250,000 eggs per day. As sheep graze the pasture, of course, they inadvertently pick up the eggs, and those eggs become embedded in the muscle after going through the bloodstream, and the process starts again, and we end up with a tiny little cyst in the meat, which if a dog eats that infected cyst, can then produce another tapeworm in the dog.
For the last 132 years, we have been in the business of shipping a perishable product from one side of the world to the other. Currently we serve around 120 markets with quality lamb. We are at the premium end of the market, and therefore it's very important that our product is free of imperfections and blemishes. Sheep measles are not a food safety issue. Clearly the visual appearance is not good for a quality product.
It's important to understand that the eggs contaminating the pasture can spread over a very wide range, up to 10 kilometres, and that won't be just damaging for your property, it could well be damaging your neighbour's property. So a mixture of flies and other factors are the reason that the spread is so wide. The key people to reduce the incidence of sheep measles are in fact sheep farmers. They are primarily in control of the farm and their own dogs and those dogs that might come onto that farm. So the key control options are monthly dosing of the farmer's dogs and making sure that any visiting dogs have been treated at least 48 hours prior to that dog coming on the property. Also, how farmers manage what they're feeding their dogs. So if they're feeding home-killed dog tucker, at -10 for 10 days destroys the cysts.
The percentage of measles that are detected at the time of processing are around 20%. That is because the sheep measles cysts are embedded in the muscle tissue. The support by the meat processors for the sheep measles program is very important. It's completely voluntary. There are no contractual arrangements in place, but they all recognise the absolute importance of being part of the program.
I work pretty hard to provide a quality product that's going to end up on the other side of the world, and it's got to meet market expectations, and the market expectation that's most important is the consumer.
You, the farmers, have the control options. We're all in this together, assuring the highest possible meat quality is delivered to the world. For more information on prevention of sheep measles, contact Ovis Management. Farmers in the meat industry working together.